Yo, don't let them know we're peeking. Let's see what they're doing. Did y'all see what they're doing over there? They're making noise. They're up to no good. It is so hot out here, guys, and I got this yummy pool right here. I'm gonna show you some of my Olympic diving technique. Y'all see me? Well, I'm getting at the point of this thing. I ran the, who the hell did I get this from? iWire. I got this wiring harness from iWire, and I didn't bore you with I haven't installed the whole thing, just so y'all know. All I did is laid it out. I hooked up the, you know, the TGVs, the injectors, O2 sensors, exhaust gas, all that crap. Just basic, you know, plug it in where it goes. That's real simple. The more difficult part is going to be coming with, here's the ECU plugged in, is going to be coming with hooking power to it, obviously getting it running. I've still got some things back here that are like witchcraft mystic to me that I've got to figure out. But what I got to do now, because what I'm trying to do is get this to the point. My plan is I want to get this motor started, and I'm gonna put the pans in, probably weld in a temporary steering column and seat, just so I can drive it up and down the alley, make sure nothing's leaking, make sure the motor runs okay before I start putting the body on. And because, you know, once you got the body on, it's so much more difficult to get in there and like, say for example, I have a leak somewhere, to take everything back apart. So I'd rather check it first. So what I'm gonna do right now is get some of these water lines run. So I've got this one's stupid. It's a 90. I'd have a water line going up and over, right? So I've got like a 120 coming, so the water line is going to go down through here, then to right there. So what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and run this one. That fitting should be in probably Saturday. I'm going to go ahead and run this one. What I plan to do is run it. By the way, this is water pump housing. I've welded on. I had a 20 AN fitting on there. I ran a 20 to a 16. I've got a 16-inch AN here. I'm going to go up along here, and what I want is to go under the intercooler, obviously, and I want everything to come in under here, and then off to the water line. You see the water line right there. Let me get this up. That stuff's just laying there, and then to here, because those come out. The water lines, both of them, as you'll know from the other videos, I've got one on this side, one on this side. They both come out here, then they go up to the radiator, and I've got the water lines obviously running inside the tunnel. So I'm going to run this water line here, through here, up, over, and down. It's just one piece. I've got plenty of 16 AN line for that. I don't think I'm going to have enough AN line to do this other one. And the fronts, obviously I'll have to order more. That stuff is not cheap, but it's cheaper than burning up a motor, right? I was kind of debating if I want to put the radiator in back. And I want to try it in front first, and if, you know, just like this one, if I end up having issues with it up front, it's very easy to put a wing on, route the radiator on the wing, and be done with it. But I'd prefer to have the radiator up front. So that's gonna be my first go at it. So let me go ahead and get this this put together here and get wonking on it. You know, when you have a project car, there's always a chance of things breaking because this stuff wasn't manufactured for long duration, you know, driving. And I mean, you can build them that way. You can build them for long duration driving, but that's not what they're intended for. And when you have a meeting, you don't want to be late for your meeting or miss your meeting because everyone else drove daily cars, you drove your project car and it broke. CEOs don't tend to like that. So anyway, so what I got going on, anyway, what I was saying is the odds of me taking this apart, you know, recently aren't that great. But here's what I want to do. I want to run it down and under, probably something like this. I'm going to build a bracket piece to kind of hold it off the metal here, and above the starter, the intercooler sits right here, so that's going to clear the intercooler. I'm probably going to weld a bracket down off of here to hold this in place, but I just want to make sure I have enough hose. So I'm going to cut it off right about, let me get some tape and mark it. So this is what I plan on doing over the weekend. Y'all always see Jim working with me. That's Rebecca's dad. He's going to be here. So I'll be getting a lot of help from him. Let's see, is that where I want it? Let's see, cut it right there. I like to leave a little bit of the blue tape on there. The reason being, it makes it a lot easier to get into here, because what happens, these ends frayed. I'm sure there's special magic ways to do this, but I just get the cutoff wheel, I cut it in the tape, I push it into the fitting, and then I'm good. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this fitting off, because I'm gonna, like I said, I don't know why I tightened it at the other end. I'm gonna take this over, I'm gonna cut this, and take everything back over there to the vise and do it. Alright y'all, I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did in that last one. 16 AN, put a little grease in the end here. Like I said, I do that, it just makes it a whole lot easier to get the hose in. I leave the blue tape on there. Like I said, it's not a show car, but it sure makes it easier getting everything together. Because you don't have all the problems with everything fraying and falling apart. And yeah, that's how I do it. Is sometimes rubber handle works. It's not on this. If you think it's marking it up, it's not. It sounds like I'm whacking this. Well, I kind of am, but one couple more. And also, it's not a bad idea to put a little bit of grease on these threads. I forgot to do it on the other one. I definitely, I made the mistake of putting 20 AN fittings. Hey, some bitch, get in there. There you go. I just need to talk sweet to it. Look at that sweat. It's Texas hot in here. It's the heat index right now, in case you're wondering, which is heat and humidity. If the heat index right now is about 117. I came out just because I was going nuts watching TV. I wanted to work on my car some, you know, but when it gets this damn hot out, it makes it to where you don't want to do anything. But that's not like me. So let's get back over here. Gonna put this hose through. And again, I'm gonna, that's the warm end. So I'm gonna kind of stick it through briefly. I'm gonna kind of just attach it down here. Y'all can see me down here on this red adapter fitting. All right, got that kind of just sitting in place. Gonna, this hose is already run through right here. It's gonna go just like that. And I've got plenty of slack, which I kind of wanted. I'd rather have too much, obviously, than not enough. All right, now I'm gonna build some kind of a box right here. Because the body obviously is gonna be sitting over this. And I might actually put a hole in the body and then put some bushings, not bushings, but you know what I'm talking about, some grommets. But I wanted to be able to get this thing all tested before, because wouldn't it suck if I built this car and had it all done and I had a water line leaking here or leaking inside the tunnel. And here's what I plan on doing. If I have the issue with leaks on these, I'm gonna put the radiator in back. I've got a wing on back of the, man, check out how beautiful it is out here. I got a wing on back of the Baja that I've got the radiator on, and it'd be very, very easy to add to this car. You simply put it on, right? And put a radiator in it. So that's very easy to do. My preference is to have the radiator in front. Do it just like this, like a regular car, only, you know, reverse in a way. But if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna cap these off. I'll leave the fittings, just cap them off and put the radiator in back. But that's plan B, which is usually the plan I end up going with anyway. But let me get these tightened up real quick. And then obviously I don't think I have enough hose for the, well, I can't do the other one anyway, but we can kind of measure. I don't think I have enough hose for it in the first place. So let me tighten this back up. Yeah, you show car guys are going, man, he's marring those up. Guys, I don't care. I'll build these for fun. I don't build this up to resell. Yeah, I say that until I need to get rid of a car. Then I'm like, oh shit. I shouldn't, no, I'm just kidding. I don't build these to resell. Yeah, if I sell a car, and by the way, if anyone's interested in a rotary Baja, I'm probably gonna sell that one because I got too much going on. And I want to free up some garage space. So let me get this one tightened up real quick. All right, we're tightened up. So that's one water line. I don't think this next one's gonna fit, but we can kind of guesstimate it. The hell, it may. Be nice if it did. If not, on the front, if it doesn't fit, all I got to run is a water line from here, from down here, right there. So this will work for the front if it doesn't for the back, but there's a good chance it might. Let's check it out and see. Guys, I know I've been complaining about how hot it is, but check that out. Like in a wet t-shirt contest, it is so daggum hot and humid. I've never felt the heat index like this. I feel like I'm in Houston. We are so humid in Dallas. We've been getting rain and just been a weird summer. Been very hot, 105 today. And the humidity was like 70%, so it's just 119 or 121 heat index. I don't know why the hell I'm out here. I think I'm kind of stupid. Anyway, got the hose taken care of, got that one done. Obviously I'm gonna be building some brackets because this isn't gonna be flopping around everywhere. But it's kind of working out the way I wanted, so I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so what I worked on yesterday, my camera died for a little bit of it, which seems to be a problem with me. I went ahead and put this hose on, this 16 AN fitting. So this one goes on this side, that's the passenger side. It goes down to the water pump, right there, up. I'm gonna end up making a bracket to hold this stuff nice and neat. And then it goes down there. I left it long and swoopy because I don't want to have any binds or hard turns on this. So I've got that one done. I picked up some hose because on this one, I'm gonna run it. I was debating, do I want to run it up and over the motor? But I'm gonna have an intercooler here, throttle cable, so I'm gonna run it along here, then marry it up with this one, run it down, and then go over across that other fitting over there, which is, I'll probably separate them right here so it just jumps down. The reason I'm running them through here is the body is going to go here on top of that, so it's going to have one access right there, and I want to make sure they get underneath it so they're not pinch pointing things. Anyway, so that one's going to get done. But then what I forgot to, well, not forgot, I went ahead and just stuck this radiator on. Obviously this is not how it's going to sit. It's going to be sitting deeper down at an angle. I don't have a body yet, and I want to be able to start this motor, test the cooling system, make sure I don't have any leaks, because it's sure a lot easier to fix like this. But anyway, I went ahead and made a quick little bracket right here, bolted it down, welded a couple angles on it, and attached this. As y'all can see, it wiggles. It's not, see that? It's not meant to be solid. You know, you're like, oh, I can brace it. I'm not gonna keep it this way. And then I've got the 16A lines I've got to run, and I've got the hose there. I've got to run from here from here up to this one, and from here through here to this one. So it's all gonna be pretty nice. I'll probably end up putting the, well, I don't know, that 45 will be aimed like that. I could probably get away with putting this 45 right there, but all I need to do is get these hooked up. It really doesn't matter, because all that's going to be undone. Radiator's going to get repositioned. I'm going to build a new cover for it, because this one, as you can tell, this is not held on very well right here. But anyway, that's just for testing, so I can hook up the wires, the fan wires, and check the cooling system. So let me get to work on, I'm going to build this hose here that goes through. Obviously this all moves. And then I'm going to get working on building these two right here. Then we can fill up the cooling system with fluid and see, not if it leaks, the way my life goes, I'm going to see where it leaks. So let me get cranking. So as you know, I got a lot of projects. This one, I got the 13B rotary powered 2002. I've got this Subaru powered monster I'm building right here. I've got A-hole over there, which is rotary powered. And then I'm working on this 64 AMC Classic Wagon, which is the Autism Speaks car. Y'all need to watch those videos. It's really, really fun. I'm gonna try to drive this beast to Orlando. And so when my car got hit, you know, yeah, I wear glasses. When my car got hit, I was like, man, I just, you know, I don't want a project car for my daily. I got enough going on. So I picked up this beautiful E91 wagon. Car's ready to roll. I absolutely love this car. So this car I bought because I just don't want to have a daily car that's a project car. You know what I mean? So from my first project on my non-project car is replacing these, because when I hit bumps, these pop out. And so I picked up some off Amazon. So I ordered these for it for my non-project project. I got these off Amazon for like, let me open it up. Like 50 bucks for the pair. And it's cool they got the carbon fiber on them, which will match my car. So these will keep from popping. Here's the way it goes right here. So these will keep from popping open every time I hit a bump. See, watch this here. That's my cup holder. So that's what we're going to be putting in. All right, guys, time to put in these cup holders. First thing I need to do is get a one of those little plastic opener thingies. These right here. I recommend, if you don't have some, you might want to order some. They come in very handy on pop and trim off. I got these off Amazon with a bunch of clips for like $9. But let me go ahead and get the camera set up inside the car, and we'll get to cracking on it. All right, so I'm in the car. See those sexy legs? It got the box here. I got to pop this piece of trim off. See, those just open like that. And this one is, it gets used the most, so it's worn out. This one's still, see how nice and slow it opens? Well, I don't know if this one will ever open slow, but since it's the one for the driver, it's been kind of worn out. So I'm going to pop this off real quick and then swap these out. It looks like a pretty simple deal. I looked online first, and I think it's pretty straightforward. By the way, this I wrapped. This, and you see on my trim right here, that's all was that high gloss wood grain. I mean, it looked pretty and all that stuff, but it's not my thing. So let me go work on this first. So you got to get behind this trim. Let me kind of show y'all. It'll be kind of hard to see, but you get behind it and see how it just kind of lifts it up. You see how it's kind of coming free. trying to do this one-handed. Hey, get back in there. Try to do this one-handed, which is kind of hard, but let me put this camera down. There you go, y'all see that now. See how it's coming off? And there's a real long one. There's a long one in here. I'll show y'all. I watched the guy on the video and he's like, be careful. These long ones, you gotta be gentle with them when you get them out. Get off me, fly. There you go. And so I'm pulling gentle with my hand. And there you go. You got a clip, you got a long thing, and a clip. That's in good shape. I don't want to wrap it because it'll be too much carbon fiber. But you'll see right here on these cup holders, there's a Phillips screw there, a Phillips screw there to hold this piece in, and one here and here. So it's literally just a matter of pulling out those Phillips screwdrivers. So let me get my screwdriver real quick and pop these out. All right, can y'all see me? Yeah, y'all can see me pretty good. Let me get these. Man, could I get a longer damn screwdriver? Let me get these screws out. Put them right here. And we'll do one at a time for no particular reason. Get this screw out here. I was actually thinking this would be a harder project. You see how it just came out? Look at that. Had the screw hole there, screw hole there. It just slides right out. Let me show what it looks like. Pardon my bumping around, but that's what it looks like with it removed. And then the new one, like here's the old one. It's just gonna, the new one will go on just like this. You stick it in, put it in place. Hey, get back in there. Put it in place, get the screws in, and you're done. So let me get this new one out of the box, throw that old one on the floor, then y'all get to watch this excitement of putting in these cup holders right here. So let me pop one out real quick. They're pretty nice looking. That's the passenger side. Here's the driver's side. And see, they're really nice carbon fiber look. See that? And the nice thing about these is I was actually kind of, at first I was kind of like, man, that's kind of a weird cup holder design. You know, I like my cup like right here in the console, but this actually works out, I think, better. I like the way it operates. It keeps the cup out of the way. If I hit a bump, it spills my hot coffee on my passenger, not me. And there you go. So, and I'm sure someone probably spilled schnitzel grease and everything else on here. So let me get that one in. I'm gonna pop this other one out real quick. Man, that looks pretty dadgum good. And this one, the plastic's broke on this one. I didn't notice that till now. I'll show y'all in a minute. I'm unscrewing just the two screws on this one, and I'm going to show y'all that the plastic is broken on this. So it looks like it's been out before. Put it back in. You see right there that edge is broken. It was functioning fine, but it was broken. So let me get this one out. See how nice that looks? Nice and pretty. It works real smooth. These are good fitting parts. I had found some online at one of the tuning places, and they were like 50 bucks each. And I went on Amazon and found both sides, both of them for 50 bucks, because I'm like, if I'm going to replace one, it's going to look different. It's going to be shinier or less used or whatever, and it wouldn't match right. And I'm like, I don't want it to look weird. So that's why I went ahead and just said, I'm just going to replace both of them. And good. So there you go. Let me show you what they look like installed. Again, sorry for the bumps. See there? Now that locks. That one comes out. Works fine. Let me pop that piece of trim back on without busting it. I know this video is kind of sideways, like you're on Oh, y'all probably some of y'all are probably too young to remember the Batman shows. Get back in there. But on Batman, he always had the sideways room. Let me show y'all what this looks like. It looks great. I'm very happy with it. There you go. So now that's got carbon fiber there. That's carbon fiber there. Coffee, sir? No, no. I'd like a beer. Okay, great. So, got that taken care of. And on to the next project. Show is pretty, but it's a lot of work. My backyard. Just so y'all see real quick, this is my sitting area. We got a TV. Got another area. I built this deck. When I got this house, it was not a single bit of landscaping. It was just concrete. Built all this stuff. Here's my garage. You guys know that crap. But this is a nice sitting area. People hang out. But with this is my grilling area. But with this comes a lot of maintenance. This dadgum pool, I gotta clean these filters again. It's getting dark. It's kind of oddly satisfying though, cleaning these. Watching all the crap run off of them. Let me get a light on real quick. Cleaning these things. Watching all the crap trying to go out of them. It's pretty mindless work. But the way things have been going, you see all that stuff coming out, it's kind of green. It's like, I've been having an algae problem with the daggum pool. Y'all can see a little bit of the green on the sides. And my pool guy insists everything's okay. But man, I've had this pool I've been in this house since 2019. And I've never had algae like this. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see it built up on the filter. And it's like every week, man, I'm having to wash these. Because he wants 65 bucks to wash them. It takes me maybe, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to wash them. So I'm not going to spend that kind of dough, but I need to figure out, or he needs to figure out, well, I keep getting this daggum algae in my pool, so I'm about fed up with it. They're getting green and all ugly. I'm sure y'all are just so excited about that. You went to watch me work on cars and... Hey Lily, there's my poodle. Hey Lily! That's a super poodle. And y'all can kind of see the... I don't know if y'all can see the edges. Man, look at it. Raw! I'm such a child. So if you want car stuff, here's some more car stuff. Let me get back to work. Hope y'all enjoy the video. Yeah, I got a little ADD going, but whatever.